Good morning and good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade and this is How to App on iOS. And today we are gonna mess around with SnakeBud. How diddly diddly do. I hope you're all doing well. If you are watching over on Facebook, good morning to you. You can join us here and all the wonderful people in the chat at youtube.com/JadeStarr, or you can watch the show every day directly in the browser at howtoapponIOS.com. Also, you can watch the show on the Twitch. Over there, see the Twitch at twitch.tv/howtoapponIOS. Also, you can become a Patreon for as little as $1 a month and have your songs mastered each weekend as we do a Patreon live stream, and also some other things going forward, which will be announced very, very soon. I hope everybody's doing well. It's been a big morning, a really big morning. I'll say hello and then I'll announce the really big news because it's massive news, really big. I know you're going to be all excited about it. Massive news. Hey, Scott, I hope you're doing well. Thomas Christ, it's Thomas Christ week, everybody. So if you are not subscribed to Thomas Christ channel, Thomas, please put a link to your channel in the chat and people go over and sign up to Thomas Christ, subscribe to Thomas Christ's channel because it's Thomas Christ week. We might even end the show. Oh, did I say that yesterday? God, I probably did. Hello to Synth Widow Joe. Paying to get. Ching ching. Media Web Records. Hello to you. Audible Video. Hello. SnakeBud. There's Thomas Christ YouTube channel. If you haven't already, go over and do so. Who else is here? Not a Box is here. Hello, Ivan Idea is super gay. Super gay. Yeah. That didn't work. Hello, Ivan Idea. Hello, Nina. Hope you're doing well. Everybody doing good because we got big news. Yeah, big news. Let's jump straight into it. You ready? Here's the big news. I got new glasses. Oh yeah, and Apple had an event today. Yep. Anyway, that's that covered. We don't need to talk about the Apple event because guess what? Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing. Let's talk about it. Oh, hang on. Oh, yay. What's going on? I've disappeared. Where am I? There I am. Right, so I got new glasses. That's the big news of the day. New specs. Hey, Pete Johns. You just missed out, Pete Johns. The big news of the day. I got new glasses. See? New glasses. All right, let's talk about the other shit news for the day because it's boring as hell. That's not my website. It's this. This went down only a few hours ago. And guess what happened? Absolutely nothing. So if you're hoping for pro apps, Apple shafted you once again. If you went out and bought an iPad Pro 2021, guess what? You've got some widgets now. So that 16 gig of RAM can run widgets. Awesome stuff. So iOS 15, there it is. The Apple's basically trying to cash in on social networking. What Messenger's been doing for ages with their multiple. So there are some good things like FaceTime chat that you can share your screen. That's really cool. Really love that. Sharing your screen, connect with family and friends while watching and listening together with SharePlay. So that's SharePlay. We didn't get what I wanted. I was really hoping for HomeOS. I really thought HomeOS was coming, but no HomeOS. So a new notification center kind of thing with this focus thing, a whole bunch of watch crap, which really was absolutely boring as hell. And they actually did a full section on how to send a text message on your phone. Wow. Really bleak updates. iPad OS comes with widgets now. So if your screen wasn't already cluttered up enough with apps, guess what? Now you've got a whole... Look at this. Now you can have a really big oversized clock on your home screen. Really disappointing stuff. Absolutely disappointing stuff. Widgets, I mean, hey, I'm just going to say it. If you want widgets, fuck off and buy an Android, really. Yeah, absolutely. 1 and 3/4 hours of my life I'll never get back. Mac OS, Monterey, pretty boring stuff there. One of the only things I really give a shit about, I'll be honest, is the ability to drag your mouse from a Mac across to an iPad seamlessly and work from with a keyboard and mouse, or especially a mouse, from a Mac, and then just move over onto an iPad or to another Mac. That's really cool. Don't get me wrong, that's super cool. A bunch of watch stuff, health stuff with a bunch of pseudo doctors telling us that it's really cool. That's it. 1 hour and 3/4. That's pretty much it. And you know, the one thing which they didn't tell us they were going to give us was bug fixes. Go figure. So it looks like iOS 15 is going to be another year of bugs, because they couldn't promise us that. And I know I sound really down on it, but it's really disappointing. I feel terrible for anybody who went out there and bought an iPad Pro with 16 gig of RAM. For what? It really, if you've got an iPad 2020 or even an iPad 2018, you don't need to update, really. I'm just putting that out there. Like, with the current set of apps that are available, there's really no need to go and spend. And like I put on Facebook, well, Apple, there you go. You've just lost $2,600 from me. And, you know, the year's not over, so there's still there's still hope that they will announce, I guess, some pro apps. But I can't really see it happening. So, and most of you know, like, we've been through this before. We've been disappointed before with this. It seems like music creators... Hello. Shane Southby. Hey, good to see you. Has liked the stream over on Twitch. So yeah, we've all been through this before. We've been disappointed every year by this lack of pro apps. We have iPad Pros, but no pro apps. So not even an update to GarageBand. I mean, it just seems like creators aren't really that important, I guess. And that's that. Yeah. That's all I want to spend on it, because I don't want to harp on it, because it's not worth really talking about. Are there any price drops? There's a couple today. So Jam Maestro Lite has dropped down from 99 cents to free. So save $1, folks, save $1. Multi-track recorder plugin from 4 Pockets is down from $9.99 to $6.99. And Chordopia is $2.99 to $1.99. That's about it there. So I want to give you an update on this stuff, because this happened. I told you about this yesterday. I did a live stream on the... Pete says I'm doing a 10-minute overview of the 2 hours in my show up next, so you don't have to watch a second of it. Absolutely. Who else have I missed who's here? Benedict Stewart, hello to you. Cy, effing good to see you. Greg Hernandez, welcome aboard. Cem Olcay, welcome to you, the developer of the app that we're talking about today, which is SnakeBud, and we're going to get to that in a second. Is there anyone else I've missed in the chat to say hello to? I don't think so. I think I've got everybody. If I have missed you, just yell at me and call me a numpty, and I'll get to you. So I just want to cover this before we jump into the app today. I did a live stream on the weekend, and I sung a whole bunch of Rocky Horror Show songs, as you know, and Fox, in their ultimate wisdom, decided to block the entire video. Well, two can play at that, can't they? So I decided to mess with Fox yesterday because I'm a smartass. Hey, Thomas Gillane. So I updated my thumbnail to this, and I removed that. So they wanted me to remove 48 minutes of the video. So I removed pretty much all of it except for a minute, which is just the title screen. And now there's a link to that video which takes you to, if you click on it, straight to the How To App website. And when you scroll to the website, guess what? There it is for your viewing pleasure. Totally uncut in its entirety, so you can watch the opening hour Rocky Horror Show, which, as it says here, officially banned by Fox, is available on the How To App on iOS website. So Fox, there you go. Two can play at that. Oh man. I am a snarky bitch. All right, so we are looking at today the SnakeBud by Cem Olcay. I think that's how I say your name. I don't know how you can correct me in chat in the text. But this app is really cool. And let's go back over here just before we move into it and do a quick search for SnakeBud. And it's just had an update too, so just in time for today's show, which gives you now triplets and dot notes. So it's only $5, yeah? It's only $5. Remember that. I've got 2 copies to give away of this, which will be announced in a couple of days. All right, so be aware. It's only $5, so you're gonna love it. Trust me, it's really cool. Let's jump into it. I've got a quick session opened in AUM, and then I'll show you how to use it. So this is something I made on the Patreon stream I did last weekend, and this is really cool. So now, just to show you, I made this in 5 minutes. I threw this together in 5 minutes. So it's basically three tracks here. Cem Olcay, there you go. So I was pretty close. So I've got 3 MIDI tracks of SnakeBud running here, and those 3 are controlling this session of iSymphonic, Waverly tables, and this is Sample Tank with an acoustic guitar, and we've got a drum computer running by itself. Yeah, so that's all it is. And I'm just going to hit play and let you hear how lovely this sounds. 5 minutes this took me to put together. So I'll show you this, show you how to do it, and then we'll just make something else really quick just to show you how quick and easy this is to use. Let's solo the tracks. So this is the iSymphonic. And I'm running just a Baroque orchestra. Let's have a listen to the Waverly tables. Boogie woogie. And we got some guitar just underneath. Hello, Sion. Welcome aboard. Hi, Russ. I don't think I said you, Russ. Let's add in the orchestra. Cool, yeah? Alrighty, so let's clear this out, and I'll just show you. Let's show the instances first. So as I said, I've got 3 MIDI tracks here. Scoot over to the full screen. So I've got 3 MIDI tracks here. This one's controlling the symphonic, second one's controlling Waverly tables, and the third is controlling the guitar here. So let's unsolo all these. Boom, 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 boom. And let's just keep this symphonic track soloed. And here is what it looks like. Really easy on the eyes. Really simple to use. So don't let it confront you like all apps. A lot of times when you open up, it's, hey, what's going on? Very, very simple. Now, all of this was made too just by randomizing. But you don't have to randomize. You've got complete control over this, yeah? So to kick off, we'll head over to the settings first. So this is the, as I said, the iSymphonic. In the settings here, you can control your MIDI patterns and MIDI channels, all right? We're going to just jump over that. But you have scales as well. So you can choose your scale. And there's a plethora of scales. Look at all these scales. There's heaps of scales, all right? So if you're like, you know, if you're desperate for scales, man, you've got plenty of scales. And we've got a major set for these 3. They're all set to the same. So this is set to a major. And then you can choose your key. So, of course, you've got all your keys there that you can scroll through. There's nothing extra. No new keys that have been invented since the Apple keynote. And plus, you can actually down here change the minimum octave to the maximum octave. So what's going to be in between there. So you can see I've got set on this one between 3 and 4. So there's that. And you can change the knob style, the way you control the knob. Pretty simple stuff, yeah? Not complex. And what the beautiful thing is, whatever scale that you choose, these knobs here in front of us, they are in that scale. So whatever knob you turn, you're never going to go out of the scale. So I can turn these on and off whenever you want as well. So you can touch on them to turn them off, or with my mouse, turn them off. And I can turn them, let's just go to note, turn that on, go to note, and you can turn them and change the notes, and it's still going to stay in the scale. So we'll just hit play. And I can just move all these around, whatever I want. And we're off. Now at any time, I can randomize these too. So you'll see you've got these little sections here. So you've got step, noise, gate, velocity, probability, and then you've got a little highlighted section of randomizing. So then you can go ahead and randomize this stuff. So I can hit notes here and boom, it randomizes them. As you can see, each time I'm clicking that. So if I hit play, if I go back into the settings now and change the octave, we're going to get higher notes in there. And I can bring the minimum up higher as well to match that. Okay, so we'll let that keep going, doing its thing. You can actually go in here and gate stuff as well. So I can take, say, this whole middle line and turn all these down. So what will happen now is anything in that line will skip. Gate. I can choose anything really I want. Plus, I can randomize these gates as well. So you can control the level of the gate as well. So you can have it a full cutoff or just... And at any time I can turn them all back up really easily too. There you go. So, you can actually also change the velocities of them. You can see here they're all set to 80. And I can maybe take these top 4 maybe do every second one. Really cool. Plus you also have so you can randomize the velocities as well. Let's do that. So down here you can randomize the velocities. Plus you have a probability button as well, which I think you understand what probability is. It's chance, my friends, chance. It's like every year we take a chance that Apple are going to release Logic, and they don't. You can randomize the probability too, like that. So you can see it's all a chance. These ones here, this is set down to 17, but the next time it comes around, you may get something. So you've got 17% chance that it's actually going to hold a note. Also, what you can do is you can do them all. So there's a button down the bottom which resets everything, randomizes everything, the gate, the notes, everything. Pretty cool. And now we've virtually got no sound happening, which is nice. So I'm going to go back up here and now at any time too, up the top, the actual top button, you can change the step. So you can turn on your notes on and off, which is virtually like the gating as well, right? I just saw here too, someone asking for undo. You don't really need an undo, yeah? Because, so yeah, when you're set to step, every time I touch one of these, it turns them off. So I can turn them all off really quickly. There you go. Everything's off. Boom, 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 boom. And look at this. You can slide your finger like a snake. So you can see it. If I've got my Apple Pencil here, I can actually draw these back in. So I could draw a random pattern to bring them all back. Really easy. Let's go to the gating. We'll turn everything on. And as you can see what I'm doing, I'm swiping with my pencil down to the bottom right corner to turn everything up. Let's do that. We'll put all the velocities to 100. La, 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 la. And the probabilities all back up full. Fun. And there you go, we're back. So the other thing to pay attention to is the way, I'll just go over to notes here, and I'm going to randomize these notes. There we go. So the other thing to pay attention to is the way the sequence is running. So you can see it's currently running like a snake, going from left down the bottom, up to the right, and you can change these by changing the sequences down the bottom here. So down the bottom here you have these sequences, and I do believe there's let me see, this 30, look at them all, 56 sequences. So now you can see I'm on 56, and look at the pattern it's doing. It's going it's like playing Snake on your old Nokia. So now if I change this to say 39, we're going up and down, it looks like, from, we're all over the place. I love it. It's just heaps of fun, right? Now I've messed with this a fair bit. I'm still in the same key. Let's just bring this back in. So down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you can actually save patterns as well. So I can save this pattern, and now I can create a new one. I'm covering it, aren't I? Look at this. That's I'm in front of it. It's down here. I'll show you. So you see in the bottom left corner, where I'm pointing, there's a pattern 1 and a pattern 2. So when you're at the plus sign, it adds a brand new pattern. Now I can hit randomize on here. So now if I flick between these two, so you can make a whole bunch of these little patterns down the bottom and just flick between them. Really cool. But here's where it gets really fun. Down the bottom here you have the rate. And this has been updated just yesterday with triplets and dots. So if I hit the minus here, we go right. Now we've got 1 to 1, yeah? Let's go full screen so you can see that. So down the bottom here, we've got 1 to 1. And as you change this, so we've got 1 dotted now. So we've got a half triplet here. And if you want rests, that's where the gate comes in. That's where you use your gates to create your rests in here. So this is a quarter dotted, triple A, an eighth. Yeah. And there's the other thing too. You got a shitload of parameters open. Yeah, look at all that. Parameters coming out the wazoo. Hey Daniel. So yeah, it looks like Cem has really opened this up. Open this up wider than I have an idea at a party. So we got a 16th. Dotted 16ths. Yeah, man. Triplets. Remember, you can change the sequences as well. Hey, Hambo. 64th, dotted, 64th, triplets. Crazy. Look at that shit that's going off tap. Can we break it? Kill, 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 kill. Nice, yeah. So remember too, yeah, no hanging notes. That, you know, that's pretty intense. You know, especially using iSymphonic. That's why I thought I'd use iSymphonic, because anybody who has iSymphonic knows it can be a little bit touchy with hanging notes. It's pretty intensive on the old CPU. So you can change the scale, remember. So let's do a harmonic minor. Pentatonic major. Let's get Dorian. Let's go a Spanish gypsy. Plenty of options, folks. Evil. How evil does that sound? So let's mess a little bit with the guitar, because we've got this wonderful American acoustic running through Sample Tank. Let's change the key of this up. Let's do a diminished. And you can change all these independently of each other, yeah? So we can... So let's save this out, and we'll start a whole new session just to show you how to set it up. And the other thing is too, if you head over to the sound test room, where Doug did a video on this, I think last week. So what he did in his show was he used this in Cubasis and showed you how to actually record into Cubasis. And I'm going to show you. I know there's a lot of people who use GarageBand, and unfortunately you can't open this up in GarageBand and do it that way. But there is a way to kind of sort of do it, so I'll show you that. We'll clear this out now. It is raining big time here in Melbourne this morning. It is pissing down outside. It's so loud. So to create a track in here, what we're going to do is to set up the actual instances. You have to create a MIDI track, and we'll create a few of these, yeah? What am I doing? I just need to do a search. So we need to do a search for SnakeBud. So I can set up another one here. And we'll just set up a couple for this one, for this example, for this Brad example. So this controls the music that we're doing. So let's add some tracks here that we want to control. What can we find? I did this with drums too, and it was really fun as well. Let's do something really strange. I'm gonna grab factory, because I'm doing we're looking at factory tomorrow, yeah. And let's throw in here, instead of trying to make something musical, let's make something hell noisy, yeah? Let's make something a bit demented. Maybe we can throw in Apparillo. No, we won't do that. Let's see. Might do a bit of Magellan too. So we've got to connect these up to the MIDI. So if you don't know how to do this in AUM, I will show you. Basically, I'm going to hit... let's just open this up. Cool, we're good there. And I'm going to go in here and hit a factory on the first instance. Yeah, why would I do anything demented, Russ? That's not my style. It's not my style at all. What can I find? Am I going blind? I am. Why can't I find Mangellan? Is it there, or am I going blind? I think I'm going blind. It's not there. That's really weird. Why is that not there? Maybe we'll try something else. Maybe we'll just try SynthMaster here. That's pretty standard. Oh man, is my iPad playing stupid buggers again? Is that what's happening? It's really, really odd, isn't it? It's, as you know, the bug that we have where it just can't find things, because it should find it. I don't know why it's not finding it. It's definitely, SynthMaster isn't there. That is really fucking odd. Man, I'm so done with iOS at the moment. It is quite shit. Snake. Let's try that again. We want to open. I give up with it. Alright, well at least we have this connected, so we should be able to control this. Oh, see, that's what I'm doing wrong. Oh man, what am I doing? Sorry, let me just this is what happens when you stay up late watching fucking Apple shows that disappoint you. So here we go. We'll mute this. Now we've got factory running. Whoa. Let's try and make this a bit more demented. Okay. So now we've got Mangellan running. Let's randomize. So I'm going to dot some of these out. I'm going to gate some of this. Evil. Man, that's cool. So, as you can see, it was super easy to set that up. In fact, I'm just not going to add these drums. I don't need to do that. What I want to do here now is show you how to send this to GarageBand. Right? We want to send all these tracks to GarageBand, yeah? Because there are some people out there who would like to use this and create something like this in AUM, but they may not use Cubasis. So how do we do that? How do we do that? Well, we've got this last track here, this fourth channel. So we're going to go down to this mix bus, and we're going to receive to bus A, and then all of these ones we're going to go to mix bus, and we're going to send every one of these to A. Yeah, let's do that. Come on, dude. So there we go. We're sending every one of these down the bottom. So we don't need to send that one. So now what we've created at the end here is a master track. So when I hit play, everything is controlled. So I can control the levels of here. And everything's controlled here on this master track. Right? So we'll stop that. I'm going to jump out of here and go into GarageBand. This is the only workaround you have for people who use GarageBand. So I know Doug covered Cubasis, so I thought I would cover this. And basically, we'll start a brand new project here. And what we do is head over to External and click Interapp Audio and choose AUM Port 1. There you go. So now, basically, I can send this master track by clicking it and going to Interapp Audio and choosing Interapp Audio out to GarageBand. So now that is connected to GarageBand. So we're at 120 beats per minute here currently in AUM. So if I click on the little GarageBand logo down here, it opens up GarageBand for me. Maybe, sorta, kind of, sorta. Because Apple. because Apple. There we go. And here's our track. So what I'm going to do here in GarageBand is go to the settings, and we're going to up this to 120. So we're all good. And now, if I click this little button here, this takes me back to AUM. And I can hit record here and start recording in GarageBand. Let me just do this. I'll turn off the, make sure the clicker's off. There we go. The clicker, technical term there. And I can hit record. And I can mix it on the fly, yeah? So I can change the patterns on the fly as well. And I can click on Apple over here on the GarageBand icon, and you can see it recording. And then I can fade it out. Hit stop. And we have recorded. So if I click back over here to Apple, we now have a track in here. Pretty cool, yeah? There you go. So not only do you know now how to use, hopefully, SnakeBud, and you see that it's an incredibly powerful yet very, very easy to use app. Incredibly easy to use. And now you know how to do a mix in AUM and send that to GarageBand. It's a really, the only problem is because of GarageBand's limitations. Yeah, I'm not bitter with Apple at all, Russ. You know, we've only been waiting for Logic for 5 years. Probably another 5 more years till it comes. But now you can do that as well. The only thing you need to keep in mind if you are sending stuff like this over to GarageBand, it can only record one track at a time. So keep that in mind. But yes, so what do you guys think of SnakeBud? I think it's really cool. It's really easy to use, really fun, and you know, the sky's the limit. Once you set that your wake up. Once you set up, you can have a lot of fun with it. Let's just leave it at that. Man, I'm having a bad morning. Yeah, so there you go. Let's shuttle this down. That's it for today. Thank you, Cem, for being here and answering questions in the chat. That's really kind of you. As I said, it's you know, it's really cheap to purchase. $5. You can't go wrong with it. It's really wonderful. I've got 2 copies to give away, and all you got to do, as usual, is just leave a comment on this video. Make sure you like. Please give us a like. You know, give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content, and just make sure you subscribe to the channel. And then in a couple of days' time, I'll announce the winner of the 2 copies that I'm giving away here. Please don't create multiple accounts and enter twice. It's kind of a dick move. But yeah, that's enough on that. And I hope you have a really good day. Tomorrow, guess what we're looking at? We are looking at this app, Factory. So it's been out for a while, but we're going to have a play with it. I don't even have the keyboard connected. There we go. It's still not even connected. I'm doing really well today. But yeah, we're going to look at Factory tomorrow. And happy days. Folks, do the things that make you happy. Don't get bogged down by sadness. All right? And remember, if you make mistakes, they make you better. Just try not to make them again. And sometimes you may get happy mistakes. So do the things that make you happy, and you may end up with happy mistakes. All right, it's time for me to go. Thanks, Cem, for being here. Thank you all for being here as usual. And I will see you all tomorrow for another episode of this crazy show. That wasn't a joke, Peppy. All right, goodbye for now. I think Pete Johns is up next too. So make sure you head over to Studio Live today and drown your sorrows in Apple's debacle.
What the rock is cooking.